Hearty welcome to the video on answers to sample paper number 4. This sample paper is the first pre-board examinations conducted by Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan Chennai region in December 2023. Let us move on to question number 1. Find the sum of the order and degree of the differential equation x plus dy by dx the whole square is equal to dy by dx the whole square plus 1. Whenever you want to find the order and degree of a differential equation, that should be expressed as a polynomial in derivatives. Well, let us expand it now. X square plus 2x into dy by dx plus dy by dx the whole square using a plus b whole square form. Now it is perfect now. Now let us check out which is the highest order derivative and its power. Now we are getting x square plus 2x into dy by dx is equal to 1 by cancelling the dy by dx the whole square from both the sides. Now the highest order derivative is first degree and its power is 1. Therefore, degree is 1 and order is 1. Therefore, the answer is 2. Be careful whenever you want to find the sum or order and degree of a differential equation, you have to express the differential equation in a polynomial format, then you have to find it. Well, let's go to the second question from LPP. The corner points of a feasible region are determined by the system of linear equation and condition for P and Q so that the minimum of Z occurs at both the points. Where we have to find what is the minimum value at 3, 0. I have found this is P of 3 plus Q of 0 is equal to P of 1 plus Q of 1. That is minimum occurs at both the point 3, 0 and 1, 1. Simplifying it, I get the equation as 2p is equal to q. Therefore, the option A is correct. Question number 3. If A is a square matrix such that A square is equal to A, then the value of 7A minus I plus A the whole cube. Let us expand it, whatever given the expression. It is I cube plus 3I square A plus 3I A square plus A cube. Now I cube is I square A is A, then I into A square is A square. When you multiply any matrix with the identity, you will get back the same thing. But I'm making use of that and I'm simplifying it. A square is equal to A given in the question also. Therefore, I'm getting 7A minus I plus 7A. Therefore, I'm expanding it. Therefore, the answer is minus I. Just normal expansion and making use of the properties. Question number 4. The general solution of the differential equation is. We have to find the general solution. You know that this problem can be done by variable separable method. For dy by y is equal to dy dx by x on integrating log x log y is equal to log x plus log k. To do the simplification, we are taking the constant as log k because both the integration leads to log. Therefore, it is log y is equal to log kx or y is equal to kx is the answer. Question number 5. The region represented by the inequation system is. We have to check out what is the nature of the inequation system. Y less than or equal to 6 and x plus y less than or equal to 3. This is the constraint. The points are origin included because it is x plus y less than or equal to 3. The constraint y less than or equal to 6. It is a line parallel to x-axis and passing through 0, 6 and origin included. Now this is the feasible solution is in first quadrant. Now you are checking out here that now from this diagram you can get the option. The option is bounded in the first quadrant containing the origin. Now I am showing you the region in a big screen now. Now this is the region bounded by the both the lines. A problem in mathematics is given to 3 students. Chances of solving given. Event of their solving the problem are independent. The problem will be solved. A single question. Therefore, A is equal to event of problem solved by first, B by the second, C by the third. Now what they want? P of A is given, P of B is given, P of C is given. Now A dash you can find, B dash you can find, C dash you can find. The meaning is P of A dash is event problem is not solved by first student, B dash not by the second, C dash not by the third. Now what is asked in the question? Problem is solved. Therefore A or B or C is solving. Therefore A union B union C. Now it is the formula will be very lengthy. P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection will be like that. But we can use that idea of not. Therefore 1 minus P of the problem is not solved. not solved by A, not solved by B, and not solved by C. We are having that A dash, B dash, C dash with us. Substitute them. The final answer is 3 by 4. Very interesting question. Now remember that A union B union C will be lengthy. Well, if the area of the triangle with the vertices is 9 square units, then the value of K. Now we can make use of the area of the triangle formula, making use of determinant. It is half into x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1 is equal to plus or minus 9. Now I'm expanding it. I am getting 3k is equal to plus or minus 9. Therefore, the answer is plus or minus 3. Question number 8. Let A be a 3 cross 3 matrix such that determinant of adjoint A is equal to 64. You have to find determinant A. Adjoint A is 64. Order is n is equal to 3. We are having a formula connecting determinant of adjoint and determinant. It is adjoint A is equal to determinant of adjoint A is equal to determinant A power n minus 1, where n stands for the order. I'm using the formula now. 64 is determinant of A the whole square. A is determinant of A is root 64. Therefore, it may be 8 or minus 8. Check out both 8 and minus 8 are possible. Question number 9. If A is 3, 4, 5, 2 and 2A plus B is a null matrix, then B is equal to. Now, all of you know what do you mean by a null matrix? It is 0, 0, 0, 0. Therefore, I'm equating them. I'm getting the value of B now. It is minus 6, minus 8, minus 10, minus 4. Making use of a very simple matrix equation, you solved it. Question number 10. If 2054 is P plus Q, where P is symmetric and Q is Q symmetric, then Q is equal to. Here we are going to make use of the formula. A square matrix can be written as sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. How to write it? A is given. Find A dash. Then A is equal to P plus Q, where P is symmetric and Q is skew symmetric. And we are having a formula for symmetric. It is half A plus A dash. For skew symmetric, the formula is half into A minus A dash. This is the formula we have seen expressing a square matrix as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric. Here, by simply equate it, what is Q now? It is half into A minus A dash. Suppose in the question, suppose they are asking you P, then it will be half into A plus A dash. That's all very simple. Both questions can be answered by you. I'm simply substituting. Therefore, I got 0, minus 5 by 2, 5 by 2 and 0. Check out. This is a skew symmetric matrix. All of you know what do you mean by skew symmetric. Its transpose is equal to minus of that. Well, if f of x is continuous, then the value of b. Very simple question. We have to make use of the condition for continuity. Now, as f of x is continuous, limit value is equal to functional value. In that limit value is equal to right side limit is equal to left side limit. What do you mean by f of x goes to 1 plus x is greater than 1? For x goes to minus 1, x is less than 1. But in this case, for both of them, for greater than 1 and less than 1, the function is same. That is 4x square plus 3bx. I am finding it. I am substituting them. I am getting the value of bs minus 1. Very simple question. Question number 12. If y is equal to e power minus x, you have to find the second derivative and we have to check out it equal to what. Find the first derivative, minus e power minus x. Find the second derivative, minus of minus plus, therefore e power minus x. It is nothing but the given question, therefore it is y. Second derivative is y. Go to the question number 13. Differentiation of f of x is given and f of 0 is given, then f of x is equal to. Now all of you know that if a derivative is given, you have to find the function, you have to integrate. Therefore, differentiation is given, therefore the function is integration of the right hand side, antiderivative. Therefore, f of x is a into x square by 2 plus bx plus c. Now to eliminate that c, which is the constant of integration, you have been given f of 0. Substitute now, you will get the value of c as 0. Therefore, f of x is ax square by 2 plus bx. Question number 14. Vector a and vector b are such that magnitude of a dot b is same as magnitude of a cross b. Then the angle between a and b. We have to make use of the formula of a dot b and a cross b. Let us use it now. A dot b is ab cos theta. Therefore, its magnitude is ab cos theta only. But a cross b is magnitude of a into magnitude of b into sin theta into vector n. When I find the magnitude of the left hand side, right hand side magnitude of vector n is 1. Therefore, it is become ab sin theta. Now how to get theta now? Simply divide them. Therefore, A dot B is A cross B given to you. Therefore, equate it. Therefore, magnitude of A, magnitude of B will get cancelled. You will get cos theta is equal to sin theta. Tan theta is equal to 1. You know the value. It is pi by 4. Out of the given values, pi by 4 is the given answer. Let us move on to question number 15. In a triangle OAC, if B is the midpoint of the side AC and vector OA is equal to vector A and OB is equal to B, then we have to find OC. Now the triangle is given over there and vector OA is there and vector OB is there. Okay, OA is vector A and OB is vector B, and we are finding what is vector OC. It can be written as OB plus BC by using the addition idea of vectors, and but B is the midpoint, therefore AB and BC are equal. If I am replacing BC by AB, now this vector AB from the triangle OAB can be written as AO plus OB, but what is AO? It is minus OE. I am substituting it over there, therefore now it will become 2B minus vector A. Move on to question number 16. Very simple question. I cross j dot k plus I dot j. Simply use the formula for I cross j and I dot j. Simple. I cross j is k. Therefore, it will become k dot k plus I dot j. K dot k is 1 and plus 0. Therefore, the answer is 1. The two lines are given and we have to check whether what is the nature of these lines, whether they are parallel or intersecting or perpendicular or skew. We are checking the lines. We are finding their direction ratios 2, 3, minus 6, 4, 6, minus 12. By inspecting them, we are finding that the direction ratios are proportional. When they are proportional, the lines are parallel. Therefore, it is parallel. 2, 4, 3, 6, minus 6, minus 12. 2 by 4, 3 by 6, minus 6 by minus 12 are equal. Well, question number 18. The direction cosines of a vector equally inclined to all the three axes, and the given vector is equally inclined. Therefore, we can take the angle made or equal. Therefore, the direction cosines are equal. Therefore, let it be L, L, L. You know the formula of direction cosines. The sum of the squares of the direction cosines is equal to 1. Therefore, L square plus L square plus L square is 1. Therefore, L is equal to 1 by root 3. Therefore, the direction cosines are 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3. Question number 19, assertion and reasoning. Assertion is given as A is given, B is given, and F is there, and it is told that it is not onto. A reason is a condition for onto. Let us check whether it is assertion is true. Now 9 belongs to B has no pre-image. You are checking out that the 9 has no pre-image. There is no element in A connected with 9. Therefore, this is not onto. Therefore, assertion is true. Let us check the reason now. The reason is the correct explanation definition of onto. Therefore, reason is true. Therefore, reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Therefore, the option is A. Let us go to question number 20. F of x is strictly increasing in pi to 3 pi by 2 and f dash of x greater than 0. F of x is strictly increasing. Let us check the assertion now. F of x is given. I am finding f dash of x and it is coming as cortex. But cortex is greater than 0 in pi to 3 pi by 2 because pi to 3 pi by 2 is the third quadrant, all silver T. Therefore, it is positive. But it is given that strictly decreasing. Therefore, assertion is false. But reason is true because it is the definition of the increasing function. Therefore, the option is D. A is false, but R is true. Let us go to question number 21. You have to find the principal value of tan inverse root 3 minus cot inverse of minus root 3. Let us try to check that cot inverse of minus root 3. It is cot inverse of minus x formula is pi minus cot inverse x. Therefore, tan inverse of root 3 is minus of pi minus cot inverse of root 3. I am just using that cot inverse x is tan inverse 1 by x. We are finding the final answer as minus pi by 2. Good. Find the range of the function. Now you know the range of sine inverse x. Let us start with that. The range of sine inverse x is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore, we need 2 sine inverse x. Therefore, it is minus pi to pi. When I add 3 pi by 2 to the total inequality, I am getting that pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2. Therefore, the range is pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2. Go to question number 22. Total revenue is given and find the marginal cost. You know the formula for marginal cost. Marginal cost is the derivative of first derivative of the revenue function. Therefore, you have found it. And when x is equal to 7, 26 into 7 plus 26, the answer is 208. Go to question number 23. Find the intervals in which the function is defined by is increasing. I find f dash of x and I equated f dash of x to 0. I am getting x is equal to 0 comma 2. This 0 comma 2 are the critical points which it divides the whole interval into 3 intervals. They are minus infinity to 0, 0 to 2 and 2 to infinity. Let us check at all these intervals now. From minus infinity to 0, I am considering minus 1. I am finding f dash of x is less than 0, therefore decreasing. From 0 to 2, I take 1 and it is finding f dash of x is greater than 0, therefore increasing. I am finding 2 to infinity. I am taking 3. I am finding that it is less than 0. Derivative is less than 0, therefore it is decreasing. Therefore, they want only where it increases. It is from 0 to 2. I am showing you the graph of it also. You check out from minus infinity to 0, it is coming down. From 0 to 2, it is going up. Therefore, it is increasing. From 2 to infinity, once again, it is coming down. Therefore, decreasing. 24. If f of x is 9x square plus 12x plus 2, find the minimum value. But remember, this can be done by many ways. You can find the first derivative and you can equate it to 0 and all. But the best method is convert this quadratic equation into a 3x minus 2 the whole square minus 2 by completing the squares. And I am finding that it will have a minimum value when 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, the minimum value is minus 2. Now, as being a 2-mark question, I have done by this way, and you can do by the normal way also, but it will become a little bit lengthy. Find the first derivative, find the second derivative, first derivative equated to 0 and so on you can do. Well, therefore, minimum value is minus 2. I am showing you the graph of it. It is a upward parabola and its minimum value is minus 2 you are seeing here. Find the maximum profit that a company can make if the profit function is given by where x is the number of units and p is the profit in rupees. You have to find the maximum profit and I am equating it to 0 and finding the second derivative also. When the first derivative equal to 0, x is 21. When x is 21, second derivative is less than 0. Therefore, when x is equal to 21, the profit is maximum. Now they want the maximum profit. It will be P of 21. 72 plus 42 into 21 minus 21 square. The answer is 513. Now you are showing the graph also. The maximum profit for the function is attained at 513. At 21, 513. Now we have to evaluate this. Be careful whenever you have this minus a to a of f of x. If the function is very complicated function, don't do it directly. Check out whether the function given is even or odd. I am taking f of x. I am finding f of minus x. I am finding that f of minus x is minus f of x. Because cos minus x is cos x, tan of minus x is minus tan x, and the power is odd over there. Well, therefore it is an odd function. Therefore, I am making use of the property of definite integral. Therefore, the answer is 0. Don't evaluate. Go to question number 26. X is given, y is given. You have to find the second derivative. Y is given. I am finding dy by dx. Sorry, dy by dt. And I have shown you all the steps and I have simplified it. It comes to a into t sin t. Similarly, I am taking x. I am doing it. Making use of the formula uv formula for the second one. And I am getting it as t cos t. A into t cos t. Very simple. Dy by dx is dy by dt by dx by dt. Simplify it, you will get the answer as tan t. But remember, this problem they want the second derivative. But what is the second derivative? D by dx of the first derivative. But I am not able to differentiate this tan t with respect to x. Therefore, the formula is differentiate it with respect to t, multiply by dt by dx. What is dt by dx? It is 1 upon dx by dt. Dx by dt is already you are having. D by dt of tan t is secant square t. And 1 upon dx by dt is a into t cos t, and I am making use of it. I get the answer as secant cube t upon at. Be careful with these problems. If you want the second derivative of parametric equations, simplify the first derivative and go to the second derivative. Question number 27. Evaluate integral 0 to 2 pi 1 upon 1 plus e power sin x. This problem cannot be done directly. Therefore, let us use the property of definite integral. Replace x by 2 pi minus x. Sin of 2 pi minus x is in the fourth quadrant where sin is negative. Therefore, it is minus sin x. Therefore, you are getting 1 upon 1 plus e power minus sin x. I started with 1 upon 1 plus e power sin x, end up with 1 upon 1 plus e power minus sin x. Now it is nothing but e power sin x upon e power sin x plus 1. Now you are seeing that after I have applied the property, denominators are same. Now you know the formula. Each integral is half into sum of the two integrand, or 2 into each integral is equal to sum of the two integrand. Both are same. Now I am substituting it. Now when I simplify it, numerator and denominator getting cancelled. For final answer is 2 pi upon 2. The answer is pi. Move on to question number 27. 0 to pi by 4 log 1 plus tan x. This is once again a problem in your textbook. Replace x by pi by 4 minus x and make use of the formula of tan x minus y. Tan pi by 4 is 1. Take LCM, you will get log of 2 by 1 plus tan x. I started with log 1 plus tan x, end up with log of 2 by 1 plus tan x. Each integral is half into sum of the two integrand, add them. Log plus log is log of multiplication. By making use of property of log, you are getting only log 2. Log 2 is a constant, take it out. Integral 0 to pi by 4 dx. The answer is pi by 8 log 2. Question number 28. Evaluate 6x plus 7 by square root of x minus 5 into x minus 4. Denominator is a quadratic factor inside the square root. Don't try to do this problem by partial fraction because denominator is a square root. Well, you know that numerator is equal to k into d by dx of the quadratic factor plus L. I am now finding the values of k and L. K is 3 and L is 34. I am substituting them now. Splitting the integral into 2. First integral is numerator contains the differentiation of the quadratic factor inside the square root. Therefore, it is 2 into the square root. On the right hand side, the second integral x square minus 9x can be written as x minus 9 by 2 the whole square minus 81 by 4. And by simplifying it, you will get the formula for integral x square minus root of x square minus a square. For I have substituted the formula log of x plus the square root, x minus the square root anyway. So we got the answer now directly. No issue. Okay. Solve the differential equation dx by dy plus x into cot y is equal to 2y plus y square cot y. The differential equation is a linear differential equation of the form dx by dy plus rx is equal to s. Therefore, r is equal to cot y and s is equal to 2y plus y square cot y. Therefore, integrating factor is integral r dy. Integral cot y is log sin y. Therefore, it is sin y. Therefore, integrating factor I got. What is the formula for the general solution? X into integrating factor is equal to integral s into integrating factor into dy plus c. Be careful. This is the second type of linear differential equation. I am substituting now. Here interesting thing happens. No need to do the integration. I have shown you integral y square cos y dy separately. Do it by integration by parts. Use u is equal to y square and dv as cos y dy. When you put it by integration by parts, the integral 2y sin y dy getting cancelled. You are seeing over there. Therefore, the answer is x into sin y is equal to y square sin y plus c. Question number 29. Solve the differential equation. By seeing it itself, you are seeing that this is a homogeneous differential equation. I am writing what is dy by dx. It is y by x minus sin square of y by x. It is homogeneous. Y by x is v, y is vx, and dy by dx is v plus x into dv by dx. Substitute them, and by variable separable, we are putting in one side and x is going to the other side. Therefore, it is minus cot v is equal to minus log x minus c or plus c, whatever you want. And cot y by x is equal to log x plus c, and by replacing v by y by x. Now we are getting a linear programming problem. Solve the linear programming problem graphically. Let us try to take the first equation x plus 3y less than or equal to 60. The points are 60, 0 and 0, 20 by putting x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Origin included. Second one, 10, 0, 0, 10, origin excluded because it is greater than or equal to 10. X less than or equal to y, line passes through the origin. The point 10, 20 satisfies, therefore region where 10, 20 lies is the region. and x comma y greater than 0 means it is lies in the first quadrant. Let us take one after the other. This is x plus 3y less than or equal to 60, 20 and 0 comma 20 and 60 comma 0. Origin included. Let us go to the second one. Origin excluded. Therefore, it goes up. Be careful. It goes up and excluding the origin. The third one, line passes through the origin and where 10 comma 20 lies, that region is taken now. Now this is the feasible region. You are getting a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. That is the feasible region, and I have shown you the points of intersection also. You can get it directly from the graph also, provided you have taken 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 on the x-axis and y-axis also. Well, now we are simply putting the corner points and finding the value of z, and we have to check where the value of z is minimum. It is at 5 comma 5. Well, 60, therefore 5 comma 5 is the minimum value. Go to the next question. Solve the differential equation, linear programming problem. Once again, 50x plus 70y, 2x plus 7y greater than or equal to x plus 2y greater than or equal to 10, 2x plus y greater than or equal to 8, 4 comma 0, 0 comma 8, origin excluded because it is greater than or equal to 8, x plus 2y greater than or equal to 10, the points are written over there and origin excluded. And let us take now. This is 4 comma 0, 0 comma 8, origin excluded. There is a point now. Go to the second one. Origin. It is there very clearly that origin excluded. And you are getting a unbounded region now, A, B, C, where you are getting that A 0 comma 8, B 2 comma 4 and C 10 comma 0 are the points. Let us now put it down now, corner points of the feasible region. Put it there now, 0 comma 8, 2 comma 4, 10 comma 0. This is a problem of minimum value. It is 380 at 2 comma 4. Good. Let us move on to question number 31. A random variable has a probability distribution like that. Determine the value of k. You know that some of the probabilities are equal to 1. Therefore, 6k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1 by 6. Question number 2. Find x less than 2 and greater than 2. Less than 2 means x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1 are to be added up. We are adding them. 3k, but 3 into 1 by 6 because k is 1 by 6, the answer is 1 by 2. For greater than 0, x is equal to 0 otherwise. What is the answer? The answer is directly 0. Question number 32. Show that the relation on the set is an equivalence relation. Be careful. These are the elements of ordered pair. You have to take the element as a comma b, c comma d and e comma f. Let us prove that it is a simple reflexive a comma b related to a comma b. I am using the given condition that a plus d is equal to b plus c, therefore a plus b is b plus c, reflexive. Symmetric, the same thing. I take a comma b, c comma d, and I am checking whether a comma b is related to c comma d and c comma d is related to a comma b. And transitivity, and this is a problem of addition. Therefore, I am taking the both the conditions, add them, and you will get a plus f is equal to b plus e. Therefore, it is transitive. Therefore, the given relation is a equivalence relation. Good. Now the question number, the R question, that is the R part, R1 and R2 are equivalence relations. Show that R1 intersection R2 is also equivalence. And remember, when R1 and R2 are equivalence, it satisfies all the three properties, that is reflexive, symmetric and transitivity. Therefore, R1 and R2 are equivalence relation. Therefore, R1 and R2 are reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Let us take a element A belongs to capital A. And R1, R2 are reflexive. Therefore, A comma A is in R1 and A comma A is in R2 also. Therefore, A comma A is in R1 intersection R2. Therefore, it is reflexive. Let us go to A comma B. When you take A comma B is in R1 because R1 and R2 are symmetric, and B comma A is will be in R1. Similarly, when A comma B is in R2, then B comma A will be in R2. Therefore, A comma B, when it is in R1 intersection R2, then B comma A will be in R1 intersection R2. Therefore, the condition for symmetric is satisfied for R1 intersection R2 also. Therefore, R1 intersection R2 is symmetric. Let us move on to transitivity, taking three elements. A comma B belongs to R1 and B comma C belongs to R1. All of you know that A comma C will be in R1. If A comma B in R2 and B comma C is in R2, then A comma C will be in R2 because R1 and R2 are transitive. Now A comma B will be in R1 intersection R2 and B comma C will be in R1 intersection R2, which implies A comma C will be in B comma A will be in R1 comma R2. Well, therefore, it is a transitive relation. Therefore, it is an equivalence relation. Okay. Find the area of a smaller region bounded by the ellipse and the line. Two line is given and an ellipse is given. I have drawn it for you. Now, from the diagram, it is area is 0 to 3 y dx, y from the upper curve minus y from the lower curve. What is the upper curve? Ellipse. Lower curve is the straight line. But from the ellipse, I am getting what is y. It is 2 by 3 root 9 minus x square. And from the line, y is 1 by 3 into 6 minus 2x. Okay, you can take 2 outside also, 2 by 3 into something also. Anyway, now I am putting it in the formula. I'm directly putting it in the formula. It is 6x minus 2 into x square by 2, the integration of the second one. First one, we are making use of the formula for root a square minus x square. Substituting the upper limit minus lower limit, I am getting the value as 9 pi minus 18 by 6. Using matrix method solve, very simple problem. Now I am taking what is the coefficient matrix and I am finding its determinant A. I am getting it as 1200. Now I am taking the coefficients and then finding their cofactors, and I am getting the adjoint as 75, 150, 75, 110 minus 130, 72, 0 minus 24. I am writing the A inverse also here. Therefore, the given system is like this. A is this, X is this, and B is this. Ax is equal to B, X is equal to A inverse B. I am substituting now. I am getting 1 by X as 1 by 2, 1 by Y as 1 by 3, 1 by Z as 1 by 5. 235 is the answer. You have to be very careful when you are doing the calculations. Simple. Go to question number 35. Find the coordinate of the image of the point. Now, alpha, beta be the image, and M is the midpoint of PQ. And all of you know that the condition M is the midpoint of PQ and PQ is perpendicular to that. Let us see what are the steps involved in it. You have to find the coordinate of any general point on the line by equating it to lambda. It will become 5 lambda minus 3, 2 lambda plus 1, and 3 lambda minus 4. Now the coordinate of M, you call it as this. Then after that, you have to find the direction ratios of PM. How to get the direction ratios of PM? Because P is 0, 2, 3 and M is 5 lambda minus 3, 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda minus 4. Use the formula x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus s1 to get the direction ratios. Now the direction ratios of the given line are 5 to 3, which are in the denominators. Be careful, take them after converting them into standard form. Now they are perpendicular, therefore you know the formula a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. I am getting the value of lambda as 1. By putting lambda is equal to 1 in the coordinate of M, I got the coordinate as 2, 3, minus 1. Now this is the condition to find the foot of the perpendicular. But I have found foot of the perpendicular as 2, 3, minus 1. But the problem not stopping over here, you have to find the image, that is alpha, beta, gamma. All of you know that M is a midpoint. Formula you know, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, z1 plus z2 by 2. Making use of it, equate now. Alpha is equal to 4, beta is equal to 4, and gamma is equal to minus 5. So that is the image. Find the shortest distance between. Very quickly you can find. The given problem is itself given in vector form. Therefore I am checking whether it is standard form, and then I am identifying a1, a2, b1, b2. a1 is the point vector, a2 is the point vector, b1 direction ratio vector from the first, b2 is the direction ratio vector from the second. a2 minus a1 I have found and keep it ready, and b1 cross b2 I am finding and keep it ready, and magnitude of b1 cross b2 is root 59. Finding b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1, I am finding the answer as 10. I am putting it in the formula for shortest distance. 10 by root 59 is the answer. Go to question number 36, case study question. A house is being constructed and its dimension is given. You have to find the relation between x and r. For that, I am taking the radius as small r given in the question, height of the rectangle as x. To get the relation between x and r, I am making use of the formula for perimeter. Perimeter is given in the question as 10. What is the meaning of perimeter? It is the perimeter of the rectangle plus perimeter of the semicircle. It is 2x plus 2r plus pi r. 2x plus 2r perimeter of rectangle, pi r perimeter of the semicircle. From that, I am getting the value of x as 10 minus 2 plus pi into r by 2. First question is answered. Represent area in terms of r. What is the formula for area? Area of a rectangle plus area of a semicircle. Area of a rectangle length into breadth plus half pi r square. And already we have found the value of x over there in the previous subdivision. Substitute over there, do the simplification. You will get the value of a as 10 r minus r square into 2 plus pi by 2. Be careful, this may be useful for you to find maxima minima. Find the critical point with respect to area. Already we have found capital A. How to get the critical point? Differentiate it with respect to r, equate it to 0. You will get the value of r now. R is 10 by 4 plus pi. But this is the critical point. What is the dimension so that the maximum light can enter the room? Maximum light may enter the room if the area is maximum. Already we have found dA by dr. The critical point also we know. Found the second derivative. Put the value of r in the second derivative. It is coming as less than 0. Where area is maximum as per the idea of maxima minima when r is equal to 10 by 4 plus pi. But we need the dimension. What do you mean by dimension? R is 10 by 4 plus pi and you have to find the value of x. I am finding the value of x. Therefore, x is this and length is 20 by 4 plus pi. Height is 10 by 4 plus pi and radius is 10 by 4 plus pi. Well, a student of class 12 wants to find the displacement of the object. S is given, A is given, F1 and F2 are given. Question number 1, net force. Formula is F1 plus F2. Very simple. Add them, you will get the net force. Simple question. Question number 2, find the acceleration. Check out acceleration formula is given. Force by mass. Therefore, force is already found and m is 2 divided. You will get the acceleration of the object. Question number 3, find the unit vector perpendicular to F1 and F2. What is the formula for unit vector perpendicular? Let us find the vector perpendicular. It will be F1 cross F2. How to get the unit vector perpendicular? Divide the magnitude. Very simple. F1 cross F2 by magnitude of F1 cross F2 will give you unit vector perpendicular to F1 and F2. Therefore, I am finding F1 cross F2 now and I am finding its magnitude and I am dividing it. I am getting the answer. Find the displacement in 2 seconds. There is a formula of displacement given. Vector S is equal to ut plus half at square and ut is u is 2a and a is given. Put it there and t is equal to 2. Find the value. It is coming as 8i plus 5j minus 4k. Well, now the another problem from Bayes theorem. A company has two plants. First plan manufactures 70%. Second one rest and 80% are manufactured by the first and rated as quality like that. Find the probability that the selected TV has standard quality. Let us see what are the experiments. Experiment number 1. TV are manufactured by plant. TVs are rated as standard. TVs are manufactured by plant 1 and 2. A is event of TV manufactured by plant 1. B is event of TV manufactured by plant 2. We given that P of A is 70%, therefore 70 by 100. And the rest are manufactured by the second plant, therefore 30 by 100. And at plant 1, 80% are rated standard, therefore E slash A is 80%, therefore 80 by 100. E slash B of standard TV is manufactured by plant 2, it is given as 60%, therefore 60 by 100. We are ready with all the answers now. P of A, P of B, E slash A, E slash B. Let us now go and try to answer the questions now. Question number 1. Probability that selected TV of standard quality is AE or BE. That is, it is manufactured by the first or manufactured by the second. Therefore, the formula making use of total probability is P of A, E slash A, P of B, E slash B. Now substitute the values. You will get the answer as 74 by 10. Let us go to the second question. If TV is selected of standard quality, find the probability that the TV is manufactured by first plant. It is Bayes theorem question. I am substituting the formula. P of A slash E. A slash A is P of A into P of E slash A upon A into P of E slash A plus P of B into P of E slash B. Simply substitute the values. We are getting the final answer as 56 by 74. Thank you friends. Keep watching and try to get all the 5 sample papers downloaded so that you will have a good practice. All the best.